Between the ages of 20 and 40 is a period of your life that can make or break your financial situation. If you make the right choices, you won't have to worry about money for the rest of your life, but if you make the wrong actions, you'll have to worry about it for the rest of your life. We are delighted that you have discovered this movie because by the time you have finished watching it, you will be aware of some of the worst choices relating to money that you may make when you are in your 20s or 30s. If you can avoid making these choices, you will have solved 90% of the financial problems that adults face. Number 10. Not being ready for unexpected circumstances. It's one thing to be present-minded and take pleasure in life as it unfolds. It's quite another to lose sight of the need of planning for one's own future. What do you think? Things won't always go as to plan in this life. There will be moments in your life when you will need to pull out all of the stops in order to find a solution to a problem. Things include a sudden loss of employment, unanticipated car repairs, unforeseen natural calamities, and similar occurrences. Don't let these situations catch you off guard and take you by surprise. Create a fund for unexpected expenses. It serves as protection for your financial situation. You pray that you will never need it, but if you do, you will be thankful that you have it. Number 9. Excessive use of money. When you've just begun making decent money, especially if you're still living paycheck to paycheck, you have a natural propensity to want to reward yourself with the things that you've wanted for a very long time. This is especially true if you've been living paycheck to paycheck. You then proceed to satisfy all of your cravings while selecting whatever your wallet is able to afford. You'll quickly find that your wants never go away, which means you'll need to have a more planned approach to how you spend your money. Don't put off gaining this knowledge until you've experienced it the hard way. Establishing a routine early on of spending within your means and giving higher importance to necessities will help you avoid the stress that comes with having limited financial resources. Number 8. Putting off your attempts to save for retirement. It is simple to convince oneself that saving for retirement is something that can be put off until a later time when one is youthful. Then after 10 years have passed, you suddenly come to the conclusion that you are, in fact, getting older and you begin to hurry around in every direction in an attempt to rectify the situation. The sooner you get started putting money away for retirement, the less you'll have to put away in the long run. This is because you'll develop a routine that makes saving for retirement less of a chore and more of an approach that you look forward to pursuing. According to Suze Orman, the age at which one can retire is not as important as the corresponding financial amount. Therefore, begin to accelerate it immediately. Number 7. Spending without according to a spending plan. A budget is a detailed accounting of both your income and your expenditures. It provides you with an all-encompassing perspective of your liquid financial condition and assists you in making decisions based on accurate information. Few people are able to stick to a set spending plan. Those few people who are successful all share a common trait. They are more organized. Consider that having a budget gives you the ability to direct where your money goes, rather than leaving you to wonder where it went. Consider it also as a reflection of the things that are important to you and the financial goals that you want to accomplish. You will never be able to achieve financial stability if you never take charge of the situation. Number 6. Taking on an unreasonable amount of debt. The going may be rough at times. There will be times in your life when you feel as though you can hardly keep yourself upright. When this happens, the only way for you to satisfy your pressing and essential wants is to take out some loans. However, you will also need to devise a strategy to extricate yourself from that muddle. If you don't, you're going to be living under a constant cloud of anxiety as your creditors look for you. When you have used up every last penny of your financial safety net, you won't have somewhere else to turn for help. So that it doesn't get to this point, only take out loans that you absolutely need and know you can pay back. Number 5. Not taking account of your credit score. Because of the hundreds of microlending companies that have sprung up in recent years to fill the void left by traditional banking services, obtaining a loan is now a relatively straightforward process. There are a lot of young individuals who treat getting loans as if it were a game, even if doing so can hurt their credit score. They are oblivious to the significance that a good credit score has. Because of the potential influence that your credit score can have on your access to credit and other financial possibilities, it is essential that you keep track of it and work to improve it. It is critical to establish and keep up a positive credit history because this can assist you gain access to favorable financial prospects and move you closer to realizing your ambitions. Number 4. Delaying the purchase of insurance. It is simple to put off buying health insurance if you are young, in good health, and have few responsibilities on your plate. Nevertheless, the purpose of insurance is to safeguard you against occurrences that have the potential to completely alter your financial situation. And the longer you wait, the higher the cost will be when you finally decide to act. As soon as you need to bring in money, having insurance a top priority is essential. In the case of an accident, illness, or other unanticipated occurrence, not having appropriate insurance coverage might leave you vulnerable to the financial losses that are associated with those occurrences. Number 3. not diversifying the ways you make money to make a living. Another significant error that many young adults make is relying on a single source of income or investment for their financial support. They put all of their eggs in one basket and never bother to look for other options, even if the one opportunity they are pursuing is quite lucrative, such as a job that pays well. What will happen if you are unable to rely on that revenue source? What steps are taken after this? Will it be a straightforward case of grace giving way to grass? If you don't want it to take place, you need to get a head start on diversifying your income. And because of the existence of the internet, there is no end to the options that are available today. Number 2, taking out a loan together. It is typically not a good idea to borrow money from a close friend or from a coworker. It puts you in a position where you are exposed to dangers such as shared liability in which you are held accountable if your consignor defaults, as well as the possibility of damage to your credit score if your consignor fails to pay on time. If you want to have complete command over the state of your finances, you will need to be willing to accept complete responsibility for it as well. Avoid putting it in the control of other individuals. If you need to take out a loan with a consignor, perhaps so that you can collaborate on a project with another person, it is imperative that you give serious consideration to the person or people you choose to co-sign the loan with. Number 1, tax ignorance as a lifestyle choice. There is no way around paying taxes. They provide financial support to the governments that defend your independence. You shouldn't get furious about them because they might result in fines for non-compliance, but at the very least, you shouldn't ignore them. This risk is significantly more prolonged if you are developing a firm from the ground up. Understanding that you can actually create opportunities to avoid overpaying taxes, missing out on tax deductions and credits, or facing tax penalties and interest charges for late or inaccurate filings is a better way to approach taxes. This is because understanding that you can actually create opportunities to avoid overpaying taxes is a better way to approach taxes. Concluding, if you make terrible judgments regarding your finances when you were in your 20s and 30s, you may be setting yourself up for a lifetime of stress and financial troubles. On the other hand, if you make the correct decisions, you could put yourself on the path to financial security. We have included a rundown of some of the most typical errors in financial judgment that young adults make. You may lay a strong foundation for your financial future and experience more peace of mind if you steer clear of these common financial blunders and begin cultivating financially responsible behaviors at an early age. So this is the end of our today's video. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.